I've played Rocket League for 9 years, and in this time, I've reached 2300 MMR. These are the 3 most common mistakes that I see lower ranked players make. And when I fixed these mistakes, I instantly ranked up and made tons of progress. But it won't just be the usual things like, oh, you should play more free play to warm up, or oh, just grind these trading packs, you'll be good in no time. Now, this will be practical advice that you can start applying in your very next session. As always, remember to like and subscribe if you want more tips like these. Mistake 1, overcommitting as second man. Mistake number 1 is overcommitting. But not just overcommitting, but specifically as second man. The amount of times I see a player just turn off their brain and dive in as second man, then give up a goal instead of playing for time to let their teammate get behind them is criminal. The thing you should be looking out for when you're playing second man is first, where's your teammate and how long will it take for them to get back? After that, then you should look at the ball and the opponent. Do they have an easy beat against me? How risky is it to dive in and challenge? A general rule of thumb, if you don't really know, is if the ball's in the corner, then don't challenge. It is way too risky. Instead, fake challenge and play time. See if they make a mistake and provide an opening for you to make a play. When you see that your teammate has made their way behind you, then you can challenge. The best would even be if you can make them cut for you. Then you have all the possibilities to do whatever you want, and you don't have to rely on your teammate in defense. Mistake 2. Giving up possession way too easily. The second mistake that I see a lot is giving up possession. What do I mean by this? Essentially just giving away the ball when you could have taken time and made a play. I see this mistake so often, even in SSL lobbies. You'll be in defense and there's a pocket of time to make a play with a ball, and instead of taking control, the player just bangs it away to clear it. Even if you don't have boost, always try to see if you can make a play. Catch it, dribble, flick, 50. Just beat a player. The time you want to clear is if you and your teammate have 0 boost and are in a high pressure situation on defense. If you need to buy time and grab boost, that's when you want to clear it. Otherwise, you're just wasting possession. I remember that this was the tip that made the most impact on my own gameplay and took me from GC to SSL. So if you're in that GC range, then I would highly recommend watching over a replay of your own and see where you could have taken more time. Mistake 3. Flipping too much. This mistake happens even in high-ranked lobbies. But why is it so bad? Isn't it good to keep momentum and speed while saving boost? Yes, but flipping around commits you to a movement, so you lose any possibility of turning, cutting, or doing anything whilst you're mid-flip. A rule of thumb if you're doing this is to never flip when you're transitioning from defense to offense. Hell, you might as well just not flip when you're in defense. It's just way too risky. If you ever watch pro gameplay, then this is something that you will instantly notice as they flip as little as possible around the field. This maximizes their options available so they can adapt and make the best decision, no matter what happens in the game. If you implement this into your own gameplay, you will instantly have more options available to you and thus maximize your chances of winning games. Mistake 4. Wasting boost. Let me ask you this. How efficient do you think your boost usage is? The likely answer is that it isn't very effective, and I'll show you a comparison between a high-level lobby and a low-level lobby. This is what a boost graph for a high-level lobby looks like. Pretty similar across the board, right? Average boost amount is slightly lower than 50. There's a lot of time with boost. Not so much time without it. Not much variation. All players look about the same. Now, this is what a low-level lobby looks like. It's different from player to player, and everyone is struggling with something different. One guy struggles with having practically no boost the entire game and wastes it any chance they get, whilst another person is way too focused on getting boost and is likely leaving the play too early to go grab some. What I would recommend doing is checking over your game and uploading a replay to ballchasing.com to see which end of the spectrum you land on. If you're using too much boost, back off on using so much boost and try to be more efficient with your movement. If you barely have any boost, then this can be fixed by just grabbing more boost, mainly the small pads. Both of these issues can be resolved quite easily by doing this. If you only focus on grabbing small pads in a game and try to grab the big pads as little as possible, it conditions your brain to move across the boost patterns across the map and teaches you to play as efficiently as possible. Over the long term, this will make your movement very efficient and you will always have boost no matter the circumstance. Mistake 5. Changing settings too often. I'll admit, I used to be this guy as well. If I lost, then I would change my settings and see if I could play better. Sensitivity, dead zone, camera settings, controls, interface settings. I was so placebo based that I would even change profile picture and banner on Steam if I was feeling out of whack. But changing your settings like this every session messes up your muscle memory and adds one more thing that your brain will have to relearn. Instead of doing all that, just try switching your car preset or just hopping into free play. I recommend trying slow-mo replay for a few minutes if you're feeling heavy. But if you genuinely feel terrible and really want to switch settings, then at least wait a day or two before deciding to do so. And if you do make the switch, make sure to stick to them. If this video helped you in any way, then please consider liking and subscribing for more videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching to the